Now, fishing rock bars has to be one of the hardest places to fish. There's snags everywhere, but the rewards are worth it. There's a few little tricks to help you avoid getting snags, so check this out.
Yep. Rock bar fishing. That happens. So what the technique is, I'm making a really long cast once again into the current, and I'm going to let that lure sink all the way down to the bottom. And then to avoid getting snags, and you'll always get snags when you're fishing rock bars, so if you're not getting snagged, you're not hitting the bottom. But I'm waiting till it gets on the bottom, and then I'm retrieving it quite quickly, so I'm just off the bottom or touching the bottom every now and again, but I'm not doing long pauses, because if I pause for too long, this lure is going to end up between a couple of rocks and I'm going to lose it. So just keep skipping it off the bottom or close to the bottom as you can. And there's a fish. So even in strong winds and strong current, if you fish right, you still catch them. They fight hard, these bastards, but look at that. Yeah, I know.
Now, without doubt, the best bit of gear you can have for fishing rock bars is your side imaging sounders. They're a fantastic bit of gear, but setting them up right is really, really important. You can see here, I usually have my chart speed on really fast, because when I'm driving the boat, I want to see what's happening under the boat all the time, so I speed that chart speed up to maximum. But when I get down off the plane and I'm just idling along, I slow that chart speed right down. The perfect chart speed for my sounder when my boat's at idle is about 4, but I dial it right up to 10 when I'm cruising along really quickly. And you can see when it's really fast and I'm idling, all those rocks are just blurred lines, but when I slow it right down, it cleans the whole chart up, and I can see the size of the rocks, I can see exactly where they are, they're not blurred anymore, and I can even see fish sometimes amongst all those rocks, but that's a little bit tricky as well. But it makes a big difference for when you're checking out a rock bar. Whatever this is run me into some rock. It's probably a jack or a fingermark. He's out. He's out. Come on. Oh, it's a bit stripy. Something a little bit different, and still a member of the same family. These guys are unreal. Geez, they're aggressive. For their size, geez, they give you a stitch up. It's a great fish. Don't get too many of them, and look, they're just almost identical to the fingermark, the mangrove jack. Look at the yellow in them, they're just gorgeous. That's a really nice mangrove jack off the rock bar.
Rock bar fishing. That happens. Just fishing the rock bars on the way out. Very happy with that. I love my mangrove jack, they're great. Such an aggressive fish.
Look, fishing rock bars can be a little bit tricky. Keeping your lure out of the snags can be hard. You've got to get it close to the bottom, but you don't have to be hard on the bottom, so you can avoid snags most of the time. I was out fishing a rock bar early this morning, and the tackle I use is this 20-pound outfit. This is an Alvey outfit, an Alvey orbiter with an Alvey orbiter rod as well. I was using a little prawn this morning. I didn't get much on the prawn, but that's beside the point. The 20-pound tackle is really good because I can really muscle fish out of that rock bar, but I also like to fish light as well. So if I'm throwing a little plastic, well, this has got a little surface lure that I was using this morning. I use 8-pound line, Alvey orbiter again, but you can use any gear you want, but I like the Alveys, and a little spin stick as well. 2 to 4 kilos ideal, 3 to 5 kilos, something like that. Keep it pretty light, and the advantage of having light stuff is you're going to feel every little touch, and when that lure's in amongst the rocks, you can lift it up a little bit. I love fishing light, but to muscle them out, you've got to get heavy stuff.